Hello friends, welcome back to Heartscapes Urban Homestead, where we are growing gardens and community to live lives that are rooted, spacious, connected, and that help us to remember ourselves. Well friends, an exciting thing happened today that I was not expecting, a blessed event, you could say, and I wanted to take you along and show you. Let's go take a look. So it looks like we might have a swarm of bees moving into this hive, which is very exciting because this hive died out at the beginning of the winter and got robbed out pretty good by visiting bees and has remained empty ever since. I wasn't gonna get new bees this year because we have so many other projects going on, but if a swarm wants to move in, I'm here to let them. Now these could be robbers, but going after whatever is still in there, but I don't think so. Number one, because there's just so many of them. Most of them are coming into the hive, but the few that are coming out are flying in front of the hive in this zigzag formation. You can see that a little bit in some of the bees overlapping the hive there, and then you might be able to see it with some of the bees that are in the air. But they're flying in this zigzag kind of spirally formation, which is their orientation flight. That is how they get oriented to a new home so that they can find their way back when they go foraging. So I do think this is a swarm moving in to this hive to give it a go, and I am delighted. So good luck, little babies. I hope you do well. I hope you like this home. I hope there's plenty of resources in there for you. And yeah, we'll just keep checking on them. Stay tuned. Bees are back on the homestead. So an experienced beekeeper would probably comment that this hive is way too large for a new swarm. But this is actually an experimental hive that only has one box of frames, one circular insulated inner cavity, a quilt box on top, and an eco floor on bottom. If you want to know more about that build, I'll drop the link to that video down below. And 2 days later, they're still here doing their good bee work. I'm very happy. Flying off to the community garden. It's right past that fence. So friends, there it is, a little bit of an unexpected and welcomed surprise today on the homestead to have bees come back. I did hope that a swarm would choose to move into that empty hive. I knew I wasn't going to seek out bees this year because of some other pretty major projects that I have hinted to, but still owe you some videos about. But if they wanted to come on in on their own accord, I am very welcome. We will see how this goes. My experiments with amateur beekeeping have been fraught with failure and challenges and lessons learned, and probably a lot of lessons not yet learned. I am attempting to keep bees in a way that is unconventional for modern times. I'm attempting to keep them treatment-free and with minimal intervention, and am therefore using some experimental hives, such as the one that we just looked at. And, you know, there's understandably going to be a lot of failure in such forms of trial and error, especially when kind of going against the grain. It's hard to find mentors and teachers when you're doing something that most people are not. So I have accepted that, but I'm very happy to see where this goes. While also holding my expectations lightly. They might not stick around. To be perfectly honest, I didn't even really properly clean out that hive after the others left, so I don't even know what kind of clean out situation they ran into in there. I did see some of them like literally removing material from the hive, so I think they've got a bit of a task ahead of them. We will see how well that goes, and whether or not they stick around for the year, and whether or not maybe we get some honey this year. More importantly, though, I'd like to see them get established and thrive well enough to make it through next winter, but we are a long way away from that. I'm not going to make any predictions about that at this point. I'm just happy they're here. All right, friends, I will update you on that if anything of interest happens. And until next time, I hope you are thriving. I hope you are well provisioned for whatever this late spring, almost into summer, is throwing at you. Until next time, I love you. Goodbye.